how I went from $600 a week to $600 a day being a handyman. Most handymen only make about $500 to $600 a week, and that's just because they think they're just workers. They mentally see themselves as that only, and they just don't take this shit seriously. And what they think is different than how they act, and they need to start acting like they should, which is a business owner. Okay? Today, I'm going to show you how to flip that mentality to go from a lame $500-$600 a week worker to a $600 a day worker. And let me show you how I did it so that you can do it too. Step number 1, write your business plan. First thing I did, very first thing I did, I wrote a simple business plan. Not some 30-page bullshit document full of fluff and crap. Just a basic plan for me to focus on, such as what services am I actually offering, who do I want to work for, such as who are my target audience and where to find them, how much do I need to make a day to survive, and how much to grow, such as what is your overhead with gas, your advertising, your tools, your food. For me, starting off, that number was $600 a day. So, therefore, I now have a mental target in my brain, and I know where I need to aim and shoot for on a daily basis. Once I knew that, I could reverse engineer how many jobs I needed to accomplish per day and how long my day would need to be, in order for me to achieve my goal. So therefore, I was pushing as many services as I could offer in order to hit that $600 daily goal. And from there on, it's game on. And you can start building real momentum for yourself. Okay, so we wrote down our first step. Step 1, create your business plan. Now let's move on to step number 2. Get your first clients however you can. Now, I didn't sit around with my fingers crossed saying, I hope I can, I wish I can get a customer. Nah, basura. That's crap. Don't do that. You got to get clients however you can possible. I used apps where a bunch of people hang out at, such as the Nextdoor app, Facebook groups, Craigslist. Anywhere I could find a place that had a classified section that I could post my business to, business advertisement to. I also asked friends to send out referrals for me, and another thing about friends and referrals and family is when you work for family, plan on working for half, because you're not going to be charging your family full prices on stuff because, hey, this is a business. We're trying to make money here. We're not doing favors, right? Anyway, so I also messaged people, posted any type of groups I would go on, like for Facebook groups, for instance, like I was saying. I would build momentum in places that I was inside of, any type of groups, and speaking with people constantly. And then slowly I started booking appointments and collecting $300 my first few weeks, then booking out and getting $600 my next few weeks, and so on and so forth. And always, I was trying new things. If nothing is working, always remember, whatever is working, keep doing that shit constantly. Don't ever kill that. Always stay on top of that. Stay doing that. Step number 3, I priced smart and accepted every type of payment. Now, most handyman and other service businesses undercharge at first. And that's because you're not totally sure what to charge in the first place, which is okay. If you're starting out because you're testing the waters of your new business, you're trying to figure things out, I totally get it. You might also be a little bit bashful when you first start talking with clients, and that'll cause you to treat your business a little bit carelessly. You might be a little timid, being a little buster. Okay, stop that crap. You want to stop that as soon as possible, because once you stop being timid Timmy, you'll start to change. Your mentality will change. You'll learn how to price your services accordingly. You'll have that confidence, and the money will start to reflect that. So once you start being timid and start being the authority in your business, being confident, know your prices, know what you're giving to your clients, providing that. Next part will have to be, how do you collect your payments once you are that authority for your clients? Typically, I'd say only to offer a limited amount of services, which is what you should be doing right now. And here's the list of options I would advise you to give to your clients. So you're going to have 3 payment platforms you're going to download from the App Store. First of all, you're going to accept cash because cash is king. You're going to be a weirdo if you don't accept cash. Anyway, so you're going to move on to your 3 apps you want to download. That's going to be Zelle, Venmo, and Cash App. All 3 apps, you can send money between other members back and forth. Venmo has an app that will allow you to process payments from your clients using your phone with a simple tap feature. All you have to do is write out the amount that you need to charge from your client's debit or credit card and tap it against the back of your phone, and it'll process the payment. It is awesome. That will help you keep a very professional image, and that will help you process payments to your phone without even having to get a processor. Unless you are waiting for a processor, you can use that in the meantime. So don't forget, you got all those right there. Make sure you keep those nice and get those ready, have those apps downloaded, sign up with the accounts, and have them ready to go once you start getting out there and charging for your services and using those payment platforms to collect payments with. And just know the main objective here is you don't want to make it hard for people to give you money. Always keep that in mind. It needs to be a seamless, easy transaction. And know that I've had jobs where I made $900, $1,200 in a day simply because I priced my prices confidently, I stayed professional, and I gave my clients an excellent experience. And that's how the experience should be for every transaction you do. Should you start playing the stuttering game where you're doing the if your client asks you a question, the last thing you want to do is that shit. Don't do that. Stay professional. Make sure you're the authority in this field and that they came to the right person to get the repairs or whatever service is done by the right person, which is you. Coming off as an experienced person makes you look unprofessional, and it equates to untrustworthiness. So keep that in mind. Practice your lines if you got to. Stay ahead of the curve. Know your prices. Stay professional. You are the authority. Don't forget that. Step number 4, rewrite your business plan. Yes, again. So, if you'll notice, this says write your business plan. Yes, again. And here's why. Step number 1 was a for sure thing as far as your plan goes, or so you thought. But now that you've worked your plan and have seen how things play out, and your plan starts to change. Your plan starts to take shape differently than what you had thought originally. And you'll start to notice what works and what doesn't. You'll realize what services pay best and what jobs to avoid. How long things actually take. So you'll need to adjust your plan. I made sure to cut out all the stuff that takes too long and make sure that I double down on the jobs that took the least amount of time and made my pockets the most chubby. Facts. This is how you come up with a business plan. This is how you scale your business. And the saying rings true here. Failing to plan is planning to fail. You have to have a plan. Don't ever get comfortable in business. Business is an ever-changing model, and you must break with the tide as they go rock back and forth. So stay prepared as you can. Always stay prepared. Always stay ready. Step number 5, get legit. Apply for licenses and permits. Once I knew I was serious, I got my license, insurance, and opened up a new business account along with getting some business cards. Why? Because clients trust you more when they know that you are a business that is registered with the state. Should anything go wrong with the work that you do, the client is protected and covered by your insurance. That's why a lot of times when you'll have leads that call you, they'll ask you, are you licensed and insured? It's for that reason, and that's a big deal to clients. And since I am now an official business, I wasn't just a handyman anymore. I was a business owner. And when people trust you, they pay you without second guessing. And that's when those $600 a job days start to stack up. And let me just say this also while we're on the subject. I'm not an attorney by any means. But before you do anything, I would highly suggest that you seek legal assistance to figure out what licenses and permits you need to obtain in order to conduct business in your state. Because what you might need in Philadelphia might not be the same as what you need in California. What permits you need in Florida might not be the same that you need in Georgia. So always keep that in mind because the laws are different in every state. These steps will help you go from making a lousy $600 a week to making $600 a day. Keep that in mind. It's all up to you. You'll want to remember, write your business plan out. Find your clients by any means necessary. Come up with a process for yourself until you can come up with an advertising structure that best suits your business. Price your businesses right, adjust as you grow, and get legit so people trust you and so that you can start charging that real money. If you're new to this and you want to figure out how to get your first paying customer, look in the description. I have a link for a 5-step checklist to gaining your very first paying customer. All you got to do is click the link. And also, check us out at our Rise and Rule full course for creating and starting your very first service business. It's the A to Z setup for you, teaching you how to sell to clients, how to build advertising campaigns, how to come up with your business name, where to find insurance, and how to get licensed with your state. How-tos on everything. It's an excellent course. We highly recommend it to all of our followers. Thank you so much for being here with us today. We'll see you on the next one.